I'm probably gonna regret this, but I'm gonna do the rest of this on video. Try to make something out of it. Regret it because I might break it, because I'm going to be doing a challenge. Someone challenged me to do a Calf Creek, and I say someone because I don't want to single you out. I don't want to pick on you. Either that or I forgot who it was. Not telling. Anyway. So yeah, I'm just dulling the edge for this next phase. I just dug it up from my stash under the ground. Yeah. Really? No, does it look like I dug it up? But let's pretend we're back in the day. Let's pretend we're back in the day and I dug it up. So I did not want my children messing with this stuff. Right?
What's up with the brother? What's up with the brother?
I'm doing video. Sorry.
Hey, video.
Yeah, it's just dumb old video time. Doing a rock challenge.
Do it.
Yes. Do it.
Do it, Pat.
Do it, do it. Try not to break it. I hate to say I'm preoccupied, right? I should just turn the video off. I don't need to do no stinking video. We don't need no stinking badges. Anyway, I will get back to socializing in a minute. Because sometimes I try to have a life, sometimes I don't care. People on the spectrum, they don't care about having a life. What's the spectrum, dude? What do you mean spectrum? You know, autism. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, let's see, what do I talk about? I already know what I'm going to talk about. I already know. So before I turn the video on, I said, I know what I'm going to talk about. Yes, I do. I'm going to spring it on them. Just going to spring it on them. I don't care. Still haven't looked up what it means to talk smack, but that's what I'm going to be doing, so to speak. Inventing words so the algorithm doesn't know what I'm talking about. If I come up with made up words, the algorithm goes, what the heck? What is it? Yeah, what is the complicitins? What is that? There is no such thing as a complicatin. Oh, they don't know. The algorithm doesn't know. This is going to be so much fun. Actually, I did know what I was going to talk about, but I forgot already. I forgot. Oh yeah, I was reviewing the last video. I always review the videos. I get lazy now and I review them after I post them. And the volume on the last one probably was a little bit low because I was not talking into the microphone. I was kind of talking into it, but I would stray. I would stray away. My little elf helper. My elf helper has perfectly steady hands. And he just stands there with the camera. Yeah, perfectly steady. Anyway. He's the one that tells me how to flip net, by the way. I'm not smart enough on my own. So, I think I was talking about fallacies. If you confront someone on the internet, on the interwebs, interzones, that is speaking in fallacies, it's kind of like speaking in tongues, right? For crazy people, speaking in fallacies. Anyway, you confront someone speaking in fallacies, they have a fit. That's how you know you're onto something. You have spotted someone to be ignored. For the most part, they always have some little tidbits of information that might be useful. Okay, so you hear them out, yeah. I'm all for hearing people out, yeah. Let them speak, man. The best way for someone to incriminate themselves or to reveal who they are is to let them speak. So, but it gets to the point where the only ones speaking, the only people speaking are the unmentionables, because everyone else is like, I don't want to get into this conversation. It's useless. Useless. And it is. A lot of times it's useless. But I bet you none of you remove Twitter from your phones, huh? Not on my recommendation. No. Anyways, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I got myself back on Twitter, so I'm a hypocrite. Yes, indeed. I re-signed up. And lo and behold, they said, ooh, cool. Yeah. Anyway. I'm not going to post anything on it, so if you find me, you're going to see I'm not doing any tweets, no likes, no posts, and hopefully very few follows, because I can't look at everything. If I start following too many people, you just got to smack me. What are you doing? Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. I shouldn't follow this person. It's just so tempting. See how the other side lives. I need my cringe fix. Anyway. So yeah, I'm not going to reveal what I'm going to make. Not yet. Well, did I already reveal it? I think I might have. Dang it. It's supposed to be a mystery. Because it's supposed to become whatever it is going to become. So I can look smart. I'm just being very careful right now. Thinning it down very slowly. If I break this, it'll break my heart. Just make a heart, dude. It's a cool idea. Make a heart. Yeah, I got that the other day. Like, someone said to me, you can make jewelry? I said, yeah. You make hearts and stuff? Well, I can. Why don't you, dude? Well, I don't know. If I start going down that little rabbit hole, I never come out. I might never emerge. I might stay a jewelry maker. I'll stop reading archaeological texts. I'll stop trying to duplicate the old ways. I'll be using heavy equipment to dig up rocks in a mine. Spend weeks in Arizona looking for semi-precious gems. polishing them up. Napping some some gems to put into rings or pendants or who knows what. So no, I don't make jewelry, sorry. If you want a piece of jewelry, you're gonna have to be into arrowheads because that's the only thing I'm gonna make. Okay? Okay. Talk to you later. Promise? Is it gonna be a lot later? Hopefully. What's the matter, dude? You don't like people talking to you? No, it's not that. It's just a lot of work. You know? Introvert. Introvert here. I could wear a sign that says around my neck says introvert on board. Why do you make videos, man? Introverts don't make videos. These are a bunch of people showing their booty. That's who makes videos. Don't give me this. Introvert. Instead of showing your booty, you're showing your arrowheads. Well, it might be true, I suppose. I don't know how to counter that one. I don't know how to answer to that one. It's starting to get steppy. There should be a song like that. That way I can hum it all through my process. Starting to get steppy. Yes, indeed. How do you stop it from getting steppy? Well, you can spend a year trying to avoid step fractures, like I did. It helps to specifically try to come up with methods or workarounds or damage control or whatever to get rid of these step fractures. And I did that. The problem is I push everything to the limit. So I try to get away with it. I know how to avoid them. Just don't bite off more than you can chew, you know? Don't try for long flakes unless you see a very clear path. Unless the edge is perfect. What, you know, the little bevel or the little seat, all a bunch of seats. These are a bunch of seats on the side there. Unless they're all perfect, don't do it. But I do it anyway. I don't know. Could say it's like living on the edge, but that's a cringy thing to say, especially as a flint napper. Here we go. Mosquitoes are terrible. I got the fan on and they're still swarming. All right, here we go. Is this gonna do it? I don't know. Did it do it? Yes, I got rid of 2 steps and gained 1. So I went forward 2 and went back 1. That's okay. That's all right. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I'm still 1 step ahead. Not too bad, not too shabby. Anyway, let's see. This is a heat treat, but it's not a glossy heat treat. It's kind of the kind of heat treat that I like because it's very, very strong. Although it can get steppy. I do like it. Yes, I do. I don't mind the steppiness as long as they're shallow steps. I think I don't know. I got there's some weird bugs out here. I had a firefly in my hair last night. Okay. Thought it was a darn cockroach. Watch out for the cockroaches. Yeah. I like fireflies. I feel bad about that one. I smacked it, and I said, "Oh no, this is not what I thought it was." So anyway, I was trying to be up late last night, flit napping, because I tend to do late night nappings. I tend to do that because it's peaceful, cooler at night. All right. So what I'm going to do now, I think it's thin enough for me to start the notching process. So here we go. I might even do some punch notching for you punch notchers. Just so you can see how badly I do it. Why don't you get good at it, man? There's no excuses. Just get good at it. Yeah. That's what happens when you get old, you know, you get some knowledge, right? You know how to do stuff. You know, you told your kids how to do this and that. Teach them how to think, or at least do the research. How to develop good habits. You know all this stuff, but then it comes down to it. You're like, man. I spend all my time learning how to do notching. When am I gonna go get rocks? When am I gonna go on the trip to Belize to pick up all the cool rocks they have over there, just laying around? Thousands of pounds of flint. Oh yes. For nothing, for dirt cheap prices. It's a heaven. Who knows? Someday, learning Spanish will help. I'm gonna go and pick up bunches of rocks in Mexico. Yes, I am. One of these days. It's one of my goals. It's one of my life goals, bucket list, whatever you want to call it. Because I don't like, even though I don't like doing big items, I don't like being without the big rocks. I will go where the rocks are, get some. I'm not going to learn how to do notches. I'm stuck in crunch notch land. I'm just crunching it in. Don't do crunch notch, do punch notch. It's cool. Come over here to the dark side of punch notching. Yeah, someday. For now, I will do the crunch and not the punch. How's that? I'm missing out on the narrow entry notching. I'm missing out on all the cool stuff. I don't have FOMO. It's one thing I learned from the internet. What FOMO is, fear of missing out. There's a lot of stuff. cute little words here and there, cute little things, little expressions like that. I don't really have FOMO. I don't care. She got on what? Usually I feel bad every time I listen to someone. You gotta try this, dude. Really? Okay. How was it? Well, between the feelings of dizziness and wanting to throw up, I think it was not worth it. You're no fun, man. You're no fun. It's supposed to feel like that. That's what it means to have fun, dude. Yeah. Okay, then. Goodbye. Bye. See you later. See you next time. Hopefully not. What? No, never mind. Anyway. I don't want you guys to get the wrong impression. I do like doing stuff. But very rarely do I want to do it again. Okay, so let's see. I'm starting to hit a wall here with these. The stem is kind of narrow, so I gotta, if I want to expand these or do these notches a little deeper, I'm going to have to expand the notches. Yep. First I'm going to try a smaller tipped spatula tool. So while I'm struggling with this, I can talk about stuff. Or I can just shut it off. Shut off the talking and just nap. Yeah, do that, just do it. Yeah, but then I get bored. Really? No, I don't know what it is. I gotta talk on some of these. I gotta talk on some of these videos because there we go. It helps take my mind off of the inherent danger. Danger? Napping has danger? Well, yeah, I mean, I could ruin the whole thing on video. I could have documented that I ruined it. Beautiful stone. I mean, the most beautiful stone in the world. And there I go. Plink. There goes a barb. Oh well. Yeah, I'm just going to crunch it in. Go as far as possible. The more narrow the flaker, the easier it is to pop off a flake. If you do it right, it's more difficult to stall if you got a lot of concentrated force. That's my wisdom. You know, you hit the sides and you're in big trouble. There we go. This is very important. Lots of force. Ah, yes. Okay. So where was I? I can relax now on this one because I'm not going much deeper. I'm not going too much further with this. I'm not going to push my luck too much. Maybe one more pop out, but it's not very hard. Yeah, see, the wall on that one was thin. The only thing I don't like are these goober steps in here. These little. You know, why didn't you just go further and take out that other step? Now I got a back to back. Okay, that's all right. It did do it. Okay, so I forgive you. I forgive you. Okay. So I think that's deep enough on that side. I don't know if you guys can tell how hard this stuff is, even though it flakes well, it's really tough. Yeah. I wish I could explain this in terms that are easily translatable to physical activities. Like, oh, okay, when he said that word, now I know how much pressure to put on there. Or now that he said that word, I can be more careful with the side to side. No, you just got to be careful. I don't know the words to make you more careful, other than be careful when doing these. When they snap right across these barbs, you put too much pressure. Some of you guys are extremely strong. It can be an asset. It can also be a liability. You have to control it, contain that strength, focus on just a small area. And get used to these pop outs that are not that big, but just big enough to get the job done. Be very, very, very steady. And I have a small pad, so I'm not bridging it anywhere. These barbs are not touching any of the pad, any area of the pad. In case you didn't notice, some of you don't notice until I show it. See that? The barbs are not touching. That's why I like the small pads. And I had to angle it to the side because I'm using leg pressure. And I always check, because eventually it becomes second nature. The amount of pressure needed to create that specific kind of pop out flake. All right, so here we go. I think that's it. All right, I don't need to get any fancier than that. Maybe to get it more symmetrical. Make the stem more pretty. Why do you talk funny during videos, man? Just shut up. Sometimes I talk funny, sometimes I don't. It's moodiness, right? Moodiness. All right. Okay, so let's do a little comparison. This thing is like 2 5/8, and the depth of the notches is 5/8. Yeah, 2 5/8 with a 5/8 inch notch. You want to keep it proportional, right? I mean, I could go maybe a little deeper, but I don't trust the sides. Where is it? This is the one I was just now using. I don't trust, even though it's narrow, I'm going to hit the sides. Now, what about punch notching at this point? Yeah, this is thick enough, I suppose. But no. Nope. It would have to be rounded. Not straight like this. The preform would have to be rounded. In order for me to do the punch notching, I would have to have a lot more meat on the side here. A lot more. But it makes it more difficult to thin. But what they used to do is they thin the base. Thin from the base. And leave it round, like a big round or oval preform. And then they would knock these flakes in later. Of course, then you run the risk of breaking the barbs off as you're thinning, but you only have to thin from above the notches because you've already thinned from the base. Did I develop this preform that way? No, I developed it randomly because I'm not doing these over and over and over again. I think that if I were to do hundreds of these, or this is the only type that I would do, I think I would do it methodically, and I would thin the bases first and make oval preforms and then do the thinning last. Alright, so I'll continue on the next segment.